So these days, one of the biggest problem is antibiotics, and due to the large number of antibiotics available, a lot of resistance is coming up from the bacteria, and this is a double burden problem for us. The more antibiotics that we generate, the more the bacteria will gain resistance, and then it will be extremely difficult for us to target these resistant proteins within resistance bacteria. For example, TB is gaining resistance, and pneumonia and all these different types of bacteria, they gain mutations quite easily, quite quickly, and that is difficult for us to treat the same problem again using the same antibiotic, because now the bacteria is resistant to it using is efflux mechanisms or other mechanisms. So these days a lot of research is being done on deep learning based peptide designing, which allows you to design a peptide that is small in size and that can target a resistant protein or for the bacteria. The reason why we are designing peptides rather than chemicals, because chemicals are small and they have a off target problem. They can just go and bind somewhere else they feel like. And secondly, since they are smaller, for the bacteria to not be able to attach to the ligand, it just has to mutate a few residues rather than more residues. So that for the bacteria, it is easier to mutate a couple of mutations or couple of residues rather than changing multiple residues at a given moment. So this is why we design either a bigger peptide or a smaller peptide to target the resistant protein, because then it has to change more number of residues, and that can take us obviously take its time. Eventually it is going to get resistant against the peptide or whatever drug that you build, but when we increase the size of the peptide, it basically increases the specificity. So now we do not have enough chances of off target problem, and the toxicity will be less, of course, but at the same time the target protein, the bacterial protein will find it harder and harder over time to mutate against this peptide, because now it needs to change more number of residues to be not able to dock against this peptide. So I definitely recommend that you get into peptide designing using deep learning. For that, you can check out the tools Protein MPN and ProGPT protein generator using Rosetta Fold, and there are many other tools available. All right, thanks.